Hello, I'm Dr. Babcock of Trinity Chiropractic. Today we're going to show you some basic core exercises. I have Jamie here who's going to help me demonstrate them to you. Now, core is important because the core actually helps with your foundation, which is your abdominal muscles, your back muscles, and your thigh muscles. It's very important to have good strength and stability there in those muscles. It helps with your foundation. So what we're going to do is Jamie's going to show you exactly how to do the first exercises, which is the ball march. But before we do that, let me show you the proper ball and position that she should be in. So with the ball, ideally her hips are supposed to be slightly higher than your knees when you're sitting on the ball. So with this one, you can see that the ball is maybe just a little bit smaller for her to be for proper size. Also too, when you're sitting on the ball, it's very important to make sure that you got good proper posture. So notice when she's here, she's got her back arched exactly the way she should be. And she just to sustain it as she does these exercises as well. Alright, so again, first exercise is the ball march. So go ahead, so proper position, shoulder levels are even. Okay, her arms are off to the side and she's looking straight ahead and she elevates 1 foot off the ground. She's holding that count for about 15 to 20 seconds, working on stability. At first it might be kind of hard, it may get you to sway a little bit, so that's okay. As you get better, you should improve. If it's really hard for you, you can go against the wall, okay, and that'll help you as well. And then as you progress and get better, then you can do it off the wall. So again, she's doing it 15 to 20 seconds to each side. Okay. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is called the bird dog. Okay, it's another exercise for the core. So first we're going to demonstrate with you without the ball and then with the ball. So the first one, as you can see, she lifts one leg straight out and then the opposite arm goes straight out. And then this is a straight line. You want to hold that for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then you want to do each side, so she's going to hold it for one side, then switch over and do it to the opposite side, and then you can do about even up to 10 reps each, okay? Then she's going to go ahead and demonstrate with you with the ball. With the ball, it makes it a little bit harder to do. So again, same thing, one leg straight out, the opposite arm, holding that for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then switching over to the opposite side. To make it a little bit harder, you can actually lengthen the time. You can hold it for a little bit longer time. You can also actually do more reps as well too. Okay? So that concludes the bird dog. Next exercise we're going to do is called the abdominal activation. So this is going to be kind of hard to see, but I kind of tell you what she's doing exactly. So she's got her legs bent. So this is what we want to do is teach the abdominal muscles how to contract properly. There's a lot of people out there that don't know how to contract their abdominal muscles when they're skiing, when you're weight bearing, so it's really important to have full control of your muscles. So this is going to teach you how to do that. So you should be able to contract those muscles at any given time for as long as you need to. So what she's going to do here is she's going to actually contract the muscles. So if you had your hands here, you can actually feel the contraction of her abdominal muscles. So she's going to hold it for like a count of 5 seconds, and then she's going to relax it for about 5 seconds. And then you can change your count. You can hold it for like 2 seconds, and then relax it for 5 seconds. You can hold it for like 10 seconds and relax. Just try to have full control of it, and you want to do this for about 2 minutes. As soon as you have that mastered, you can control your abdominal muscles as you need to, and then we also want to make sure that the back is activated. So a lot of people can contract their abdominal muscles, but they cannot contract their back muscles at the same time. So it's very important. So what you can do is I can put my hand underneath here and I can feel her back muscles contract. So go ahead and contract the muscles. So as she's contracting abdominal muscles, she's also contracting her back muscles. So this is important to work them in unison, again, because this holds her stability of her core. Okay? So again, you can do that for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever variable you want to do it for a total of about 2 minutes. All right? And that concludes that exercise. The next exercise you want to do is the supine bridge progression. Okay? So she's in proper position right there. You can do it hands down first. So what you want to do is, as you can see, her knees are here and they're even with her shoulders. So it's basically a straight line from her shoulders to her knees. And again, this is working the whole core just to help stabilize the area. And again, you're holding this about 10, 15 seconds. Okay? Now if that gets easy, then you can do the same exercise with your arms straight out. So they're straight up, so as you can see that. This makes it a little bit harder to do because she cannot balance with her arms. Okay? So same thing, I'm going to hold that for about 5 to 10 seconds. And you can do that as many as like 10 to 12 reps. Then if that gets easy, the next exercise you're going to do that is with the ball. So let me get the ball for her. Okay. So notice her heels are on the ball, okay? So she's going to go ahead and lift that up. Again, now she's a straight line. You can see from her ankles down to her shoulders, okay? So it's a straight line. And this creates instability on here because of the ball. So if she's not contracting her muscles properly, the ball will sway to one side to the other side. So this is really teaching her how to use her abdominal muscles, her back muscles, all of her muscles of the core to work properly and together as a unit to stabilize herself, okay? Now if this gets easy, what you can do is lift her arms straight up. So again, so now she's no longer using her arms, so now she has to totally rely on her core muscles to stabilize herself without the ball. Now if this gets easy for you too, you can actually do the same thing with elevating one leg. So as you can see here that she's elevating one leg off the ground. This makes it a little bit harder to do. Okay? So that's exactly how to do it. So she would do each leg at a time. Okay? Alright, so there's that exercise there. And again, you can do that, work up yourself to 10, 20, or you can go crazy and do as many as you like as well. Okay? Next exercise we're going to do is called the plank. Okay? So she's going to get a basic plank position. Okay? So basic plank position, when you start off, is on your knees and then on her elbows. And she's making very sure that her head is straight and her body is straight and even. Okay? She wants to hold this. Everyone's about the same count, about 5 to 10 seconds. Okay? Now when you've got that mastered, you can do about 10 reps. Then you want to go to the next progression. The next progression is with her on her toes. So she's on her toes and on her elbows. And again, she's holding that particular posture right there. Okay? So again, you can do that for about 10 reps. And if that gets easy, the next progression is with elevating one foot off the ground. So notice she lifts one foot off the ground. So now she's balancing only on one foot and then on her elbows. And it's very important when she does that, she's keeping her posture, her pelvis straight. She's not shifted to one side or anything like that. So this is really working her core as she needs to. All right, and then the next progression after that is elevating one arm straight out. So as you can see, she's got her arm out. This is a lot harder to do because people have a tendency to dip their pelvis as they're doing it. But as you can see, as she's doing it, she's holding her pelvis just perfect. So, so that's the next progression, and you can do that same thing about 10, 12 reps. Okay, the next exercise after that is none. And that's all the basic exercises that we have there. You can do these, what we call a superset. A superset means you can do them all at one time, go all the way down, and then repeat them as many times as you like. Or you can do them one exercise, master that a few times, then go to the next exercise and do that, whatever you like to do. And that concludes this video for basic core exercises. Thank you.